Round one underway. The WBO minimum weight title eliminator. Oscar Collazo. See him in the purple trunks. Udell Reyes in the black trimmed with gold.
Collazo, the southpaw right there, and he fights Puerto Rican. He looks for that exactly like a prototypical. Instead of a left hook from the left-handed stance, he has that mean right hook and that left uppercut. Knows how to cut off the ring. A lot of amateur experience. Really good-looking fighter is Oscar Collazo.
Yeah, he definitely has that hook to the body, Sergio, and
watch your feet.
Clearly some influence from the European and Cuban schools of amateur fighting as well, with the way he uses lead hand and that deft footwork as well.
Absolutely, it's all footwork and ring generalship, not standing in front of your opponent for he can set his feet.
Collazo already the #1 contender in the WBA, whose belts are held by knockout CP Freshmart and Eric Rosa. Now trying to corner all the champions here, and with a victory tonight would become the mandatory for Melvin Jerusalem's WBO title.
And Reyes, on the other hand, he's not the fastest fighter like you're seeing. He's not fast on his hands or feet, but he has pretty decent timing, and he can be awkward, which can be sometimes hard to time. But he has an engine on him. That's what you rely on when you're watching Udell Reyes, is he has conditioning.
Right hand connects there. From Udell Reyes.
You know what I like about Collazo watching his previous fights? He has this habit and ability to step kind of to the side of the jab hand and throw that left hand at an angle that's really tough to see and to stop.
Yeah, because he's using that left-handed advantage. So whenever you do that, you step out to the right side of your opponent's left foot and you get that angle.
Beautiful shot about 15 seconds ago there from Collazo, snapping the head back.
And what stops that is the lead right hand
of Udell Reyes with a straight left hand.
So you could expect Udell Reyes to be throwing a lot of lead right hands just like that. Whenever Collazo starts letting the hands go, it's pretty to watch. He has excellent and fluid combinations, and he doesn't neglect the body. Everything comes real fluid. You can see the amateur pedigree right off the bat.
Interesting dynamic already here in the first round in talking to Collazo. I think plan A was to let Reyes come to him, because Reyes is usually hyper-aggressive and you almost have no choice. But when we asked him, hey, he wants to.
I think you have to look at Reyes.
You think you could back him up? He said, yeah.
Resume too. I mean, he's got 15 wins, but 6 of them have or making their pro debut. He's come against fighters with either losing records. Last 5 fights, his opponent's records are 39, 43, and 5. So even though Collazo has only 5 fights on his resume, you can certainly argue he's got the better experience.
And on that amateur champion, I mean, that's nothing that's your experience as well. I mean, a Pan American sneeze that, so this guy has a lot of amateur experience. Good body shot there by Reyes. It's a hunter.
He does fight under the promotional banner, one of the great body punchers in modern boxing, Miguel Cotto.
Another good body shot there from Collazo that climbs the ladder with a beautiful right hook.
And it's the hook that I like seeing by Collazo. It's nice and tight. You know, he has a 2-inch disadvantage in reach, but you can't. And Reyes, on the other hand, he's really wiry, hard. And Reyes, on the other hand, he's really wiry, hard to time wiry punches like this as well. I won't go as far as to call Reyes. Fighters like this, you want to feint. You know, if you're Reyes, you want to feint guys like Collazo, so you can get them to bite just like that. Then you can counter off when they're on the inside.
Left hand down the middle, another body shot there from Collazo. Reyes firing back with a couple.
Nice and patient on the inside, looking for those body shots. Nice and patient on the inside, looking for those body shots.
Reyes trying to find a rhythm, fighting off his back foot, as we've alluded to. Not customary for him. His biggest win against Rene Santiago, it was Reyes stalking him all night long. Good head movement there by Collazo. Staying real relaxed, you know, stalking his opponent. You know, punches are barely missing him. That's a good shot right there by Collazo.
Came in with a good shot right there by Collazo. Came in with a 2-1 from the left-handed stance.
And he followed that up with just a quick left hand as well. Tough rhythm to get a hang of for Udell Reyes here, although Reyes still having some success, particularly with shots to the body.
Yeah, but Collazo's a lot more polished, and you can see it.
In his 8th pro fight, he traveled to Thailand and defeated Pongsaklek Sistabny, who went on to challenge for a world title in 2021 from Oscar Collazo.
Were you at that fight?
I was probably watching. Watching live.
Straight left hand. That was all timing by Collazo. It wasn't speed. It just well in right there. Reyes took that well. I like that from Collazo. He threw the left hand straight to the chest just for Reyes won't move anywhere. That way you can catch him with the right hook. Very smart by Oscar Collazo.
For a fighter very young in his pro career, you can see a very disciplined pro style from Oscar Collazo. Goes upstairs, downstairs. His defense is pretty good as well. Really, really solid prospect.
And outside for punches to slip by.
And you see all the movement that Reyes is utilizing during this fight. 12-round fight, big shot.
Big right to take it well, and he takes another one flush on the chin.
Like I like to say, Puerto Ricans are born with a left hook, but right here from the southpaw and Oscar Collazo, it's the right hook that keeps landing on Udell Reyes. Reyes can't be taking him so flushly like that this early in the fight.
5 of the last 6 right hooks that he's thrown have landed right on the skull of Udell Reyes.
And that right hook's going to be there all night. Now that Collazo landed the right hook, you can expect him to be landing. He got the distance, he broke it down, and he got the timing down.
See Collazo picking up the tempo a little bit. Hard shot to the body there from Reyes. Inside the final 30 seconds here of round 3. Good action in our opening contest. Another right hook connects.
That's going to land all night. I'm telling you, it's going to keep opening up the shots for the left hands and the body shots as well, just like that. This is a good example of a shorter fighter that can have the reach disadvantage and still be landing the punches. Collazo's 2 inches shorter in reach, but still landing the punches from the outside.
Round 4 underway. It was a dominant round 3 for Oscar Collazo, who could seldom miss. With that right hook in round 3, and he is right back to what he was doing before. Let's go with that right hook, and lands a nice body shot right on the belt line as well.
Reyes came out a little bit more aggressive on the front foot, backing up Collazo. They want him to really put the pressure and have his presence known in this round.
Collazo was originally preparing to face Wilfredo Mendez, the former world champion, here tonight, but Mendez suffered a back injury in training.
See, that's a good combination right there, throwing a southpaw. You start with the left hook and come in with a straight right hand. That way the southpaw doesn't have an advantage to get out to the right. You stop him from going there with the left hand.
Good shot there from Collazo, but that will be ruled a slip.
That should be a knockdown. A clean punch landed right there. You could see it in the face of Reyes. He got clipped.
Was maybe a little bit of a shove at the very end. I still agree with you, Sergio. It should have been ruled at the very end. It should have been ruled a knockdown, but I can see from the angle the referee was looking at where he might have seen a slight push.
Udell Reyes is hurt. You can see he's hurt from that knockdown because he's getting hit with some clean right hooks right now.
He took a step back after one of those right hooks. But Collazo, Saludar, and trying not to get too greedy here, even though he clearly has Reyes in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, he came in against Saludar.
Yeah,
he came in against Saludar, took an uppercut to put him down in that fight.
Great point there, Corey, because you could see that he's not going for the stoppage right there. He's still on the back foot, eyes wide open, still looking to get the right hooks and clean shots on Reyes.
He's got some blood trickling from the nose now of Reyes that seems to be giving him a little bit of a problem.
No, he is. I liked how disciplined and how mature he is for only having 5 fights. I mean, he did have a lot of success as an amateur, but, you know, the pro game's a lot different, and how poised and polished he is with only 5 fights. And how poised and polished he is with only 5 fights. Very impressive.
Yeah, Collazo said he only had about 40 fights or so without headgear, so even that element is somewhat new to him coming in from the end.
You're very jittery as a professional fighter. You know, you're still getting accustomed to the pro ranks and the smaller gloves and how fast things come. But look at how calm Collazo is on the inside, barely moving his head, looking for the right shots like that side, barely moving his head, looking for the right shots like that.
Body
shots out, and then he goes on the back foot. Just beautiful boxing right now by Oscar Collazo. Power boxing.
Final moments here of another dominant round for Oscar Collazo. Moments where we wish that our late pal Steve Smoker were here to maybe be the authority on this one.
Absolutely.
Way to be a tiebreaker, Corey.
Round 5 underway here. And just his 5th career fight, taking part in his 2nd world title eliminator, trying to become the #1 contender in a 2nd sanctioning body, trying to corner the champions here at 105 pounds.
And once again, Udell Reyes starting off the beginning of the round, very aggressive, going right at Collazo.
Big right hook there from Collazo, and Reyes is shaken up. Reyes is hurt badly, and he goes through the ropes.
Big shot. It was that same right hook, caught him with the left overhand left.
6, 7.
A lot of time left in this round if the referee allows it to continue.
You okay?
Reyes is shook. He is not okay.
An eternity for Collazo to work with here. Udell Reyes trying to hang on here. Can Collazo close the show this time out? This time out.
It's one of those circumstances where Collazo does not need to load up. The referee sees a hurt fighter in front of him. If Collazo can flurry, the ref will step in.
This is where speed would actually cause the referee to stop this fight.
Reyes bravely firing back.
He landed a couple of combinations, too.
Another hard body shot there from Collazo, and 2 left hands rock the head back of Udell Reyes. Another hard body shot there from Collazo, and 2 left hands rock the head back of Udell Reyes.
Reyes is pulling out with his chin in the air. That's a big no-no in boxing. That's the reason he's getting hit with those clean wide left hooks and right hooks.
Let him go. Let him go.
Reyes firing back, but still looking a little bit unsteady.
Let him go.
Another right hook. Flush on the chin of Udell Reyes.
Chin up in the air for Reyes. It's a big no-no. He should tuck that chin in, clear those cobwebs, get on the back foot, but no, he wants to come forward and fight.
Big display of courage here from Udell Reyes. A potentially life-changing opportunity, possibly slipping away here as Collazo is unleashing along the ropes. Reyes in major trouble.
Collazo's smothering his power. He should step back a little bit and that power and clear up.
The referee with a very concerned look on his face right now.
Big shot.
Down goes Reyes, and that is it. A statement win for Oscar Collazo, the future of the 105-pound division.
That was violent. That was violent. That shot, this fight should have been stopped. Chin was straight.